Examination 2023. Paper 3, General Studies I, History and Geography. First 50 questions with options, answers, and brief explanations. Q1. The duration of tripartite struggle was A. 200 years, B. 100 years, C. 400 years, D. 50 years. Answer A. 200 years. Explanation. The tripartite struggle was a prolonged conflict among the Palas, Pratiharas and Rashtrakutas for control of Kannauj. It roughly spanned from the late 8th century to the early 10th century, about 2 centuries. Q2. Who was associated with the Sunset Law? A. Lord Lytton, B. Lord Ripon, C. Lord William Bentinck, D. Lord Cornwallis. Answer D. Lord Cornwallis. Explanation. The Sunset Law formed part of the permanent settlement of 1793 introduced by Lord Cornwallis. It required zamindars to pay revenue by sunset of a fixed date or lose their estates. Q3. Treaty of Purandar, 1665, was concluded between A. Shivaji and Jai Singh, B. Tipu Sultan and English East India Company, C. English East India Company and Ranjit Singh, D. English East India Company and the Marathas. Answer A. Shivaji and Jai Singh. Explanation. The Treaty of Purandar, 1665, was signed between Shivaji and Raja Jai Singh of Amber, Mughal general. Shivaji had to cede 23 forts and accept Mughal suzerainty. Q4. In which year Vasco da Gama arrived in Calicut? A. 1757, B. 1498, C. 1497, D. 1598. Answer B. 1498. Explanation. Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama reached Calicut, Kozhikode, on the Malabar coast on 20th May 1498, opening the sea route from Europe to India. Q5. Mandalam and Nadu. These two institutions were associated with A. the Pallavas, B. the Cholas, C. the Pandyas, D. the Rashtrakutas. Answer B. the Cholas. Explanation. Under the Chola administration, the empire was divided into mandalams, provinces, which were further subdivided into nadus, districts. Page 1. WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q6. The Ryotwari system was first introduced in A. Bengal, B. Delhi, C. Madras, D. Gujarat. Answer C. Madras. Explanation. The Ryotwari system, direct settlement with cultivators, was first introduced by Thomas Munro in the Madras Presidency in the early 19th century. Q7. Who was known as Parrot of India? A. Tansen, B. Surdas, C. Amir Khusrau, D. Abul Fazl. Answer C. Amir Khusrau. Explanation. Amir Khusrau, 1253 to 1325, the famous poet, musician and scholar of the Delhi Sultanate, was popularly called Tuti Hind, Parrot of India. Q8. Which Mughal ruler took the title of Alamgir? A. Akbar, B. Jahangir, C. Shah Jahan, D. Aurangzeb. Answer D. Aurangzeb. Explanation. Aurangzeb assumed the title Alamgir, conqueror of the world, upon ascending the Mughal throne in 1658. Q9. Who was the president of Lahore Congress, 1929? A. Jawaharlal Nehru, B. Subhash Chandra Bose, C. Anand Mohan Bose, D. Ramesh Chunder Dutt. Answer A. Jawaharlal Nehru. Explanation. Jawaharlal Nehru presided over the historic Lahore session of the Indian National Congress in December 1929, where Purna Swaraj was declared. Q10. Battle of 10 Kings was described in A. the Rig Veda, B. the Sama Veda, C. the Yajur Veda, D. the Atharva Veda. Answer A. the Rig Veda. Explanation. The Battle of 10 Kings, the Srajana, is described in the 7th mandala of the Rig Veda. It was fought on the banks of the Parushni, Ravi, river. Page 2. WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q11. Who was the first Indian ruler to accept the Subsidiary alliance? A. the Nawab of Bengal, B. the Nizam of Hyderabad, C. the Nawab of Awadh, D. Peshwa Balaji Baji Rao. Answer B. the Nizam of Hyderabad. Explanation. The Nizam of Hyderabad was the first Indian ruler to accept Lord Wellesley's Subsidiary alliance system in 1798. Q12. Who composed Rajtarangini? A. Kalhana, B. Bilhana, C. Banbhatta, D. Ashwagosha. Answer A. Kalhana. Explanation. Kalhana, a 12th century Kashmiri historian, composed the Rajtarangini, a chronicle of the kings of Kashmir. Q13. Which Mughal ruler granted Diwani rights of Bengal to the English East India Company? A. Farrukhsiyar, B. Bahadur Shah Zafar, C. Jahandar Shah, D. Shah Alam II. Answer D. Shah Alam II. Explanation. After the Battle of Buxar, 1764, Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II granted the Diwani, revenue collection rights, of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha to the company in 1765. Q14. Jizya was reimposed by A. Aurangzeb, B. Shah Jahan, C. Jahangir, D. Bahadur Shah. Answer A. Aurangzeb. Explanation. Aurangzeb reimposed the jizya tax on non-Muslims in 1679 after it had been abolished by Akbar. Q15. Which dynasty ruled over Magadh before the Mauryan dynasty? A. Satvahan, B. Sunga, C. Nanda, D. Kamva. Answer C. Nanda. Explanation. The Nanda dynasty, especially Mahapadma Nanda and Dhana Nanda, ruled Magadh immediately before Chandragupta Maurya overthrew them. Page 3 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q16. When Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed? A. 1931, B. 1930, C. 1915, D. 1919. Answer A. 1931. Explanation. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed on 5th March 1931, leading to the suspension of the civil disobedience movement and Gandhi's participation in the Second Round Table Conference. Q17. Who was the member of the cabinet mission of 1946? A. Sir Henry Lawrence, B. Pythick Lawrence, C. Stafford Cripps, D. A. V. Alexander. Answer B. Pythick Lawrence. Explanation. The cabinet mission of 1946 consisted of Lord Pythick Lawrence, Sir Stafford Cripps and A. V. Alexander. Sir Henry Lawrence was not a member. Q18. Fort William College was founded in A. 1800, B. 1820, C. 1850, D. 1900. Answer A. 1800. Explanation. Fort William College was established in Calcutta by Lord Wellesley in 1800 to train British civil servants in Indian languages and culture. Q19. Who composed Nagananda and Ratnavali? A. Harshavardhana, B. Kanishka, C. Samudragupta, D. Chandragupta. To answer A. Harshavardhana. Explanation. Emperor Harshavardhana of the Pushyabhuti dynasty is traditionally credited with composing the Sanskrit plays Nagananda, Ratnavali and Priyadarshika. Q20. The Swaraj Party was founded by A. Motilal Nehru and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, B. C. R. Das and Motilal Nehru, C. C. R. Das and Subhash Chandra Bose, D. Motilal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Answer B. C. R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Explanation. The Swaraj Party was formed in 1923 by Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru after the suspension of the non-cooperation movement. Page 4 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q21. Who was associated with the Home Rule movement in India? A. Aurobindo Ghosh, B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, C. Madan Mohan Malviya, D. Mahatma Gandhi. Answer B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Explanation. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, along with Annie Besant, was a leading figure of the Home Rule movement launched in 1916. Q22. Akbarnama was composed by A. Mughal Emperor Akbar, B. Abul Fazl, C. Faji, D. Bairam Khan. Answer B. Abul Fazl. Explanation. Abul Fazl, one of Akbar's Navratnas, wrote the Akbarnama, the official chronicle of Akbar's reign. Q23. Which act was described as the Black Act by Gandhiji? A. The Arms Act of 1878, B. The Vernacular Press Act of 1878, C. Rowlatt Act of 1919, D. The Government of India Act of 1919. Answer C. Rowlatt Act of 1919. Explanation. Mahatma Gandhi called the Rowlatt Act, 1919, the Black Act because it allowed detention without trial and curtailed civil liberties. Q24. During Alexander's invasion, who was the then ruler of Magad? A. Dhanananda, B. Chandragupta Maurya, C. Puru, D. Ambhi. Answer A. Dhanananda. Explanation. At the time of Alexander's invasion, 326 BCE, Magad was ruled by Dhanananda of the Nanda dynasty. Q25. Sati Act was passed in the year A. 1856, B. 1829, C. 1729, D. 1929. Answer B. 1829. Explanation. The practice of Sati was abolished by Regulation 17 of 1829 under Governor-General Lord William Bentinck. Page 5 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q26. Who composed the Buddhacharita? A. Aswaghosa, B. Basumitra, C. Nagsena, D. None of the above. Answer A. Aswaghosa. Explanation. Ashwaghosa, a Buddhist poet and philosopher of the 1st to 2nd century CE, composed the Buddhacharita, a poetic biography of the Buddha. Q27. Who was the founder of the Indian National Congress? A. Dadabhai Nauroji, B. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, C. Lord Hardinge, D. A. O. Hume. Answer D. A. O. Hume. Explanation. Alan Octavian Hume, a retired British civil servant, founded the Indian National Congress in 1885. Q28. When the British government transferred the capital from Kolkata to Delhi? A. 1911, B. 1906, C. 1910, D. 1915. Answer A. 1911. Explanation. At the Delhi Darbar of 1911, King George V announced the transfer of the capital of British India from Calcutta to Delhi. Q29. When Gandhiji gave his famous slogan "Do or Die"? A. On the eve of the non-cooperation movement, B. On the eve of the civil disobedience movement, C. On the eve of the Rowlatt Satyagraha, D. On the eve of the Quit India movement. Answer D. On the eve of the Quit India movement. Explanation. Gandhi gave the do or die call in his speech at the AICC session in Bombay on 8 August 1942, launching the Quit India movement. Q30. Which Gupta ruler took the title of Vikramaditya? A. Chandragupta I, B. Samudragupta, C. Chandragupta II, D. Skandagupta. Answer C. Chandragupta II. Explanation. Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, of the Gupta dynasty, adopted the title Vikramaditya after his military successes, especially against the Shakas. Page 6 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q31. The Nasik inscription gives us information about A. The Vaktakas, B. The Rashtrakutas, C. The Satvahans, D. The Guptas. Answer C. The Satvahans. Explanation. The Nasik, Nashik, cave inscriptions, especially those of Gautami Balashri, provide important information about the Satvahan rulers. Q32. Who started the Brahmo Samaj movement? A. Dayanand Saraswati, B. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, C. Swami Vivekanand, D. Mahadev Govinda Ranade. Answer B. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Explanation. Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded the Brahmo Sabha, later Brahmo Samaj, in 1828 to reform Hindu society and promote monotheism. Q33. Indigo rebellion took place in A. Bengal, B. Andhra Pradesh, C. Maharashtra, D. Kerala. Answer A. Bengal. Explanation. The Indigo rebellion, Nil Bidroha, of 1859 to 60 was a peasant uprising against European indigo planters in Bengal. Q34. Newspaper The Bengali was founded by A. Bumesh Chundar Banerjee, B. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, C. Surendranath Bandopadhyay, D. Nabagopal Mitra. Answer C. Surendranath Bandopadhyay. Explanation. Surendranath Banerjee founded and edited the English newspaper The Bengali, an important nationalist publication. Q35. Who was the leader of the Indigo revolt? A. Dudu Miya, B. Titumier, C. Digambar Biswas, D. Kanhu Murmu. Answer C. Digambar Biswas. Explanation. Digambar Biswas and Bishnu Biswas of Nadia district were prominent leaders of the Indigo revolt of 1859 to 60. Page 7 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q36. Who was the first Viceroy of India? A. Lord Canning, B. Lord Mountbatten, C. Lord Clive, D. Lord Auckland. Answer A. Lord Canning. Explanation. Lord Canning became the first Viceroy of India under the Government of India Act 1858 after the transfer of power from the Company to the Crown. Q37. Who was the leader of Santhal rebellion? A. Sindhu Murmu, B. Jyotiba Phule, C. Birsa Munda, D. Vishnucharan Biswas. Answer A. Sindhu Murmu. Explanation. The Santhal rebellion, 1855 to 56, was led by the brothers Sidhu and Kanhu Murmu against British and Zmindar oppression. Q38. The Lucknow Pact, 1916, was an agreement between A. Indian National Congress and Muslim League, B. Indian National Congress and the British government, C. Muslim League and the British government, D. Moderate Congress extremist leaders and leaders of Indian National Congress. Answer A. Indian National Congress and Muslim League. Explanation. The Lucknow Pact of 1916 was a joint agreement between the Indian National Congress and the All India Muslim League on constitutional reforms and separate electorates. Q39. The signatories of the Treaty of Bassein, 1802, were the English East India Company and A. The Sikhs, B. The Marathas, C. Nizam of Hyderabad, D. Tipu Sultan. Answer B. The Marathas. Explanation. The Treaty of Bassein, 1802, was signed between the British East India Company and Peshwa Bajirao II of the Marathas. Q40. Hindu College was established in A. 1817, B. 1812, C. 1858, D. 1885. Answer A. 1817. Explanation. Hindu College, later Presidency College, was founded in Calcutta in 1817 by Raja Ram Mohan Roy, David Hare and others. Page 8 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q41. Who came to Jahangir's court? A. Sir Thomas Roe, B. Ibn Battuta, C. Nunes, D. Domingo Pace. Answer A. Sir Thomas Roe. Explanation. Sir Thomas Roe, the English ambassador, visited the court of Emperor Jahangir, 1615 to 1619, and obtained trading privileges for the East India Company. Q42. Which god was known as Purandar to the Vedic people? A. Lord Shiva, B. Indra, C. Varuna, D. Agni. Answer B. Indra. Explanation. In the Rig Veda, Indra is frequently called Purandara, breaker of forts, for his role as a warrior god who destroys enemy strongholds. Q43. Who founded the Indian Association? A. Aurobindo Ghosh, B. Surendranath Banerjee, C. Bipin Chandra Pal, D. Mustarda Surya Sen. Answer B. Surendranath Banerjee. Explanation. Surendranath Banerjee founded the Indian Association in 1876, one of the earliest nationalist political organizations in India. Q44. Who was the then Governor General of India at the time of the Great Revolt of 1857? A. Lord Canning, B. Lord Curzon, C. Lord Cornwallis, D. Lord Minto. Answer A. Lord Canning. Explanation. Lord Canning was the Governor General of India during the Revolt of 1857 and later became the first Viceroy. Q45. From which inscription we get important information about the Saka ruler Rudragman? A. Junagadh inscription, B. Aihole inscription, C. Allahabad pillar inscription, D. Bhitri pillar inscription. Answer A. Junagadh inscription. Explanation. The Junagadh, Girnar, rock inscription of Rudragman I. c. 150 CE provides detailed information about the Saka ruler and his achievements. Page 9 WBCS Main 2023, Paper 3, GSI, Vertical Bar History and Geography. Q46. Which was the capital city of Magad during the reign of Chandragupta Maurya? A. Amravati, B. Patliputra, C. Ujjain, D. Kannauj. Answer B. Patliputra. Explanation: Patliputra, modern Patna, remained the capital of the Magadhan Empire under Chandragupta Maurya and the subsequent Mauryan rulers. Q47. Who was the first Muslim president of Indian National Congress? A. Badruddin Tyabzi, B. M.A. Jinnah, C. Ajmal Khan, D. Abul Kalam Azad. Answer A. Badruddin Tyabzi. Explanation: Badruddin Tyabzi became the first Muslim president of the Indian National Congress at the Madras session in 1887. Q48. The Simon Commission visited India in A. 1946, B. 1928, C. 1942, D. 1930. Answer B. 1928. Explanation: The All-White Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928 to review the working of the Government of India Act 1919 and was boycotted by Indians. Q49. Which of the following pair is not correct? A. Harishchandra Mukherjee, the Hindu patriot, B. Deenbandhu Mitra, Nildarpan, C. Rabindranath Tagore, Gora, D. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, Ghare Bare. Answer D. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, Ghare Bare. Explanation: Ghare Bare, The Home and the World, was written by Rabindranath Tagore, not Bankim Chandra. The other pairs are correct. Q50. The Kailasnath temple in Kanchipuram was built by the A. Cholas, B. Pallavs, C. Pandyas, D. Guptas. Answer B. Pallavs. Explanation: The Kailasnath temple at Kanchipuram was built by the Pallav king Narsinghavarman II, Rajasimha, in the late 7th, early 8th century CE. Note: answers are based on standard